Hello. Thank you for joining me. Today I have a story for you about my mother. The title is My Mother the Ghost. My mother lived with us for 27 years. When we built our home, I provided a beautiful basement apartment for her. The house was built on a hillside, providing a walkout basement that overlooked the woods. She had a porch with a swing and really enjoyed her life. My wife and I and our two daughters lived upstairs, 3 generations under one roof. Because her apartment was facing the south, it was bright and comfortable. She painted with oils and spent many hours painting at her old oak table. Evenings were spent in front of her TV. She lived 27 years with us, one happy family, usually. She passed away in 2007. Shortly after her passing, I prepared her apartment for Renee, our oldest daughter. We changed carpets, bought new furniture, and made all the changes that Renee wanted. After all, the apartment was hers now. Not long after Renee moved from her upstairs bedroom to her new apartment, I would sometimes smell the presence of my mother on the stairs going down to Renee's apartment. She wore certain cold creams that she liked and always used the same soap. I would pause on the stairs to enjoy her fragrance and would laugh as I told Judy that Mom had paid us a visit. That happened more than once, perhaps half a dozen times in the same place. I began to wonder if she was somehow trying to get my attention. I didn't believe in ghosts because the Bible had nothing to say about them, but I was curious about her fragrance on the stairs. One day, Renee casually told me that she had dreamed about Granny. That got my attention. Really? I replied. What did she say? I asked. She said, I dreamed that Granny was angry and wanted to know what I was doing in her apartment. She told me to get out. This startled me. I had an uneasy feeling about this. Renee had this dream several times. Granny became more demanding. Renee asked what she should do. The answer came to me instantly. I knew it was God. I told her, when Granny speaks to you again, tell her, Granny, you don't live here anymore. You are dead. Then tell her to go into the light. Renee did as she was told, and the dream stopped, and the fragrances on the stairs also stopped. My mother claimed to believe in Jesus, but she was not interested in Bible talk, as she put it. She had been a member of a church about 80 years earlier. She believed that meant she was saved. She would not listen to the truth. When she died at almost 93, I had serious doubts about her salvation. She would not listen to reason. You may be wondering why I'm telling you this story. Well, here is why. After this experience, I concluded that ghosts do exist. I am convinced that my mother, for some reason, did not know she was dead and continued to exist among the living. She was a ghost. Recently, I was reading the Book of Deuteronomy, which was Jesus' favorite book because he quoted it more than any other. Anyway, it is written in the 18th chapter, verses 10 through 12, "There shall not be found among you anyone who makes his son or daughter pass through the fire, or one who practices witchcraft, or a soothsayer, or one who interprets omens, or a sorcerer, or one who conjures spells, or a medium, or a spiritist, or one who calls up the dead. For all who do these things are an abomination to the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord God drives them out from before you." I will sum this up and put it in modern English. No one who calls themselves a Christian shall teach their children demonic practices, including Halloween. This is the worship of witchcraft. The verse continues, "Or who is a soothsayer?" This is someone who tells the future that is not from God. You have seen their signs along the road advertising fortune tellers. Don't drop by. They will take your money and tell you nothing, most of the time. I continue. One who pronounces spells or curses. This is a witch. Yes, they still exist, and they can wreak havoc in your life, even if you are a Christian. Continuing. Or mediums. This is someone who hears from spirits and conducts séances. I will tell you, some are legitimate, most are not. All of them are spiritually dangerous. Again I continue. A spiritist. This is very dangerous. It opens the innocent and spiritually ignorant to demonic experiences. Ouija boards are usually the method that Satan uses to snare many people into a life-lasting relationship with the demonic. Frequently, people who experience communication in this game continue their pursuit of the spirits and become spiritists. It is never for the good. The verse continues, or one who calls up from the dead. The witch of Endor called up Samuel from the dead for King Saul. I do not know of any modern examples, but that does not mean people don't do this anymore. All these things are abominations to the Lord. If you have lost someone who you long to hear from, do not seek out a medium. Do not go to séances. Do not go to a fortune teller or play with tarot cards. For your sake, do not participate in Ouija boards. It is not a game. You don't want to be an abomination to the Lord. An abomination is a person or thing that causes disgust or hatred. You do not want the Lord to consider you to be an abomination. This is a dangerous topic. Rather than leave you hanging, I would like to pursue this next time. I have been there and done some of that. I can speak from some experiences. Till next time.